比方说他说他媳妇儿睡前一定要洗澡，亲戚爱串门，太粘人，爱省钱，每天都买菜。呸！呸！呸！呸！
Hey Laowinners, it's Laowinners here with another video, and I wanted to give you a massive congratulations. I love you. We did it, hun. You know what happened?
What happened?
We made it onto primetime Chinese TV.
What Chinese TV?
Have you ever heard of the channel called Phoenix?
Yeah, I always watch it. I would feel so happy that we're actually in Phoenix because I love that channel.
You said that you're going to be happy. Let's just roll the clip, okay? I'm going to skip the rest of the episode. I'm just going to skip to the part where this primetime, very popular TV show talks about us and our video, the 5 things I hate about my Chinese wife, which was just a joke, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I'll just let you watch it first, okay?
Okay.
最近呢，美国有个博主叫录了一段视频，吐槽他中国媳妇儿，在网上好像传播的还挺广的啊。就这个渣男啊！比方说他说他媳妇儿睡前一定要洗澡，亲戚爱串门，太粘人，爱省钱，每天都买菜。呸！真的不是，哥们儿，买个洗衣机你都会先了解它的功能才去买，你娶个中国老婆干嘛不先了解一下它的特点呢？啊？难道你老婆就是你逛街的时候路边有人喊10块钱一个老婆买不了吃亏，买不了上当，所以你就买了啊？我们中国女人的传统美德被你说成是毛病，没这些毛病我们谁还敢娶老婆啊？你嫌弃我们中国女人爱洗澡，亲戚太多太粘人，爱省钱，每天买菜，我还嫌弃你们美国男人个子高样子帅，皮肤白，工资高，住别墅。有本事别娶我们中国女人，对吧？留下来糟践我们中国男人就好了嘛。
I just got spit on.
呸！呸！
I'm gonna wipe that off first. I'm trying to find the words. I can't imagine what would happen if you put a Chinese person on the video screen of like David Letterman, like a late night show or something, and the host spit at him. He would be done. He would lose everything. So we're going to talk a little bit about why that's okay to do on huge state-run media. And kind of about what he was talking about. So why don't you, first off, if you guys haven't seen the video, 5 Things I Hate About My Chinese Wife, it's tongue-in-cheek, it's a joke, it's a parody. Things that I actually really appreciate about her, but kind of, you know, using some attitude to make some non-hostile complaints and then talking about how much we actually love each other.
I know it's nothing. It actually doesn't matter. We love the hell out of each other.
Right. So how did he interpret my video?
He mainly was just like complaining about like if you don't like our Chinese wife, it's not like if you like don't know about this thing, this product, why you even buy it, you know?
So I've said this so many frickin' times. My huge pet peeves about China is that people treat people or wives and husbands or boyfriends and girlfriends like something you can buy and sell, like a product. It completely dehumanizes people.
If you don't like our Chinese wife, I don't like you too. Looking so handsome, looking so tall, making so much money, and living such a big house, we don't like that. We don't like you. Why you're so handsome? That's like the comparison.
It's like the Band-Aid.
Yeah, try to Band-Aid about that. But
that's such a lame joke.
I know the fact that he called you 渣男 is pretty bad.
Why don't you tell everyone what 渣男 means? Because he opened with that.
Yeah, 渣男, it just means like you're a piece of garbage.
Yeah. So he opened up by calling me, you know, looking at me as a foreigner, as an American, always using the word you Americans, right?
Yeah.
I'm a piece of trash.
Because you complain about your wife about like the glorious Chinese woman supposed to the best about it. You complain about it. He take offensive of that.
Right.
When you tell me we're on Phoenix, I was so pumped.
Sure.
Because I actually like this channel. But the way he said that means like he don't really know that much about background.
Well, he knew enough to dox my whole freaking legal name. If he's gonna make a critique, right, whether it's for comedy or not, you'd think you'd do a little bit more background information if they're gonna go that far, right? And I think I love the fact that people can make jokes and stuff, but this to me is so cringy because it turned a very, very innocent and funny video that I made that me and you planned together and turned it into nationalism again. If you're going to be a stand-up comedian, you'd think you'd get the joke before you continue the joke. And he missed the joke, right?
He do. If you like go up, like level up from a joke, level up to like the country difference, and then the sex, gender difference, and then a lot of people definitely, you know, get offended on that. Especially like Chinese people. It's really the way we grow up, the way we raise. It's like herding sheep. It's like we can fight each other. That's okay.
Right.
But if you fight, if any outsider try to talk about our Chinese people,
right,
our Chinese woman, you go to HE double hockey stick.
Sure.
But the problem is like, yeah, that's a really classic video that you can see like when a Chinese man realized a white guy tried to trash talk about his Chinese wife, and he take it serious.
I guess my issue with this is that if this had been broadcast in Taiwan or in Hong Kong and other Mandarin speaking places where people understand, I don't think it would have. I think it would have been met with a more sarcastic and funny response, and not such a completely misguided and very, very poor level of humor. And that's what bothers me, is that I don't ever want to blanket Chinese people. I know tons of very funny Chinese people. You're hilarious, right?
Oh,
I know a lot of funny mainlanders, but they're funny to my face. They're funny to each other. They're not funny on TV. And there's such a low level or lacking of understanding of sarcasm and a lacking of understanding of humor in general that, to me, the jokes, and I do get the jokes, to me the jokes are just so painful to listen to. And this is not the only example. We brought this up because this is about us. But when I see state-run media or media in general with humor involved, it's just so basic.
Sometimes it's just not that funny.
It's
like
always about us, China, or marriage and dating, you know, very low level, not about sex or anything like that.
The Western people's joke and the Asian people's joke, it's huge different. Asian people's joke, they being like more direct, they just explain everything, blatantly explain everything. And also another part of joke, they would directly point out the
punchline. That's why Tom and Jerry has no vocals. There's no voice. There's no narration in America. In China, it's dubbed with a Chinese person explaining what's happening. He's hitting Jerry because he's mad because he stole his cheese. And it boggles my mind. And this is where I'm going to disagree with you. We're turning this into a little bit of a crosstalk debate. You say Asian, I call bullshit on that. I think Hong Kong cinema and a lot of Taiwanese cinema and a lot of Japanese and Korean cinema is some of the funniest stuff I've ever seen in my life. And not direct humor. I still can watch a Stephen Chow movie today and think it's so brilliantly written and so hilarious to everyone around the world. And I don't think we can pinpoint it as an Asian thing. Asian people are not lame. Asian people have a great sense of humor. In fact, I think oftentimes much funnier than comedians that I even listen to. And I think this is another example of what state control does to humor. And I guess that's my issue, is that if you restrict what people can talk about on TV and things like this, then people just get less funny, you know? And that's not really fair, I don't think. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm just a brainwashed Westerner. What? I appreciate that he spit on me. I got spit on by a famous person. First of all, I'm kind of starstruck. That's kind of an honor. It means we're moving up in the world. But that being said, what makes it okay to spit at someone in China? I'm just curious.
First of all, I don't think he know you're watching him.
This is definitely a piece. Okay. Do you think someone prompted him to do that in the script?
No, I don't think that part.
You think that was from his deep heart?
Yeah, you insulted his Chinese woman.
I forgot he owns you. It sucks. I keep forgetting how lucky I am.
We are in the same group. He's like my brother.
Now I just feel like an outsider.
You're a little garbage
That's true.
crumb.
He's allowed to call me a garbage person and spit on me because he's your brother. Now I understand.
He's my big brother in the TV.
To me, it's very fascinating to see the levels of misinterpretation and what misinformation can do, within the sphere of media, because he's got an audience of millions and millions and millions of people who now think that I'm a piece of trash because he told them to think that, right?
Yeah, that's pretty sad. I feel sorry for you.
No, I think that's totally fine. To me, it's a little bit alarming because if something like this had come out, like a tongue-in-cheek thing on a late-night show in America, I know that the host would have probably gotten the joke and then everyone could laugh. And then I'd probably get texts from, like, family and friends. I'm getting my students from China who are like excited that I was on TV and then text me immediately, and as they watch the segment are very angry.
Garbage man.
And these rosy memories of me teaching them these open-minded classes in China, and now they think I'm an absolute piece of shit because their idol on TV told them.
People who sometimes will ask me like, how do I feel about that video? I mean, that's totally fine. That's
we came up with it together.
Yeah, that was like really openly joke about, something like I absolutely despise. And, there's a lot of things that I hate about him. It's coming up soon.
All your clothes smell so bad. And I don't even want to touch you.
That's the thing, is that this happened before I could release that video.
Yeah, I wonder will actually, like, when that one comes out...
Oh, that won't get anything.
American people will spit at me. It's like, pay that garbage Chinese woman.
We've got to watch every TV channel after I release that and see if they say, our American men need to be strong because they Chinese people. I mean, honestly, I think that the biggest irony of this whole situation is that they thought this was going to rile up the public. They knew it would be dramatic enough to make some jokes about. They lost the plot. They completely missed the joke. And then I have an open challenge to him and to everyone out there, all the people that wrote smear articles against me about this video. When you make your video about me, no one is going to talk about it. I promise you, no one is going to talk about it.
Do you realize that usually it's like there's a feminist club, those kind of thing, but do they have a man club?
Well, they have white knights. White knights are basically these absolute dork nerds that also miss the joke. They have a lot in common with like Wumaos and stuff, and they think that they have to defend the woman that's being talked about, even though that they would never have a chance with that woman. It's kind of like them projecting it, you know what I mean? Yeah. Completely missing the plot. So I got attacked by the white knights and the Wumaos and Chinese nationals in mainland China.
Well, in general, the fact is like we still love each other. We make fun of each other. I don't think
we've ever had to explain that, but apparently we did, because I am starting to understand the mentality of what people who consume this kind of garbage.
You know what?
Actually, I'm a garbage man. So.
You gotta explain to me how much you love me. I gotta explain to you how much you love.
Next time I make a video about anything a little bit negative about our relationship,
we gotta explain.
I'll put little titles up and I'll say, well, in this case, I'm a little bit upset.
No, even at the end of the video, I say I'm going to kill you. I won't.
如果你夠膽放出去，你會死得好慘。
I won't actually kill you. I won't actually kill you. I promise. That was just a joke, guys. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but congratulations. You're actually in my favorite Chinese show.
Oh, it's a dream come true.
Yeah, 呸，渣男。
呸。
I love my 渣男 though.
I hope he pisses on me next time.
Hey.
Thanks. Tune in next week for 5 things that my Chinese wife hates about me.
Hey there, Laowinners. It's Mark here. Yeah, I'm the guy that helped out Sea Milk, one of the 2 producers who worked on Conquering Northern China. I'm the one who crashed the drone.
Mark feels really bad because he crashed the drone. As he should. I mean, everything's on the line. What a piece of shit. Just joking.
And had to run across the river to get it.
He basically flew it across the river and it landed and it ran out of batteries.
That was one of 2 drone crashes on the trip. Anyway, I'm still making films, but not in China. I'm now in Canada working with this guy, Andy. Hey! Can you tell we're in Canada? Yeah. Anyway, so working on a exciting new project. It's about a snowmobile guy who pulls backflips on snowmobiles. He's a big deal here in Canada, double X Games gold medalist. Anyway, I've got a trailer for you to see. I want you to watch it, and then at the end, what you have to do is click the link that's in the bio and vote for us. With your votes over the 28th, the 29th, the 30th, and the 31st of May. 4 days, go back every single day and click vote. Pretty please. Your votes could help us get a film grant, which could help us make this documentary happen. Well, we need your help. We need your votes. Click the link. Click vote. Thank you very much. Enjoy the trailer. Over and out.
With double goals in the 2018 X Games, Brett Turcotte announced himself on the world stage. What most people didn't know is how close he came to not being there at all.
A week after our wedding, Brett crashed on moto and almost died, and the doctors told me that if I wouldn't have brought him in when I did, he would have just went to sleep and never woke up.
With their kids, $1,000 in the bank, behind in their mortgage payments, it was all or nothing at the X Games, the ultimate peak of his sports career. But without support of his family and his hometown Clearwater, none of this would have been possible.
Growing up in the small town and having support really helped my career, and home is where your heart is, and it's definitely here right now.
This is the untold story and the building of a champion.
With the help of you, Laowinners,
let's win this thing together.
Let's do it!
Yeah!
Woo! Woo!
If you guys want to see more stuff like this in our kind of daily lives, Vivi live streams every week, actually. Every Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Over on her channel, go check it out. And patreon.com/Laowinners, I talk to you guys directly. I post all kind of memes and, you know, have direct conversations with you guys.
And also there is a lot of fellow thing you complain about me in there.
Oh yeah, if you guys want to see way more trash talk about my wife, go to patreon.com/Laowinners. These guys, even this guy is worth millions. It's too cheap to go on my Patreon.
They didn't even touch the meat.
They didn't even. You guys haven't even touched the. You guys touched the skin on the chicken. You got to get inside the succulent breast meat if you want to see that. Don't forget, every single Wednesday at 1 PM EST, you can watch Laowinners video. Click down here for another one. Don't forget, over here you can watch ADVChina, motorcycle talk show on 2 wheels, every single Monday, 1 PM EST. Right below that, check out Winston, 1 PM EST, and just in time for a beer every Friday. And don't forget, every other Thursday, ADV podcast. That's a lot of channels.
Don't get confused.
Thank you so much, Laowinners. I'll catch you
on the next one.